Hey guys, this is going to be part 2 of Reflections of a Bookkeeper. I know I said I was going to try to do it week by week, but it ended up being month by month. But I wouldn't worry too much since I can compress what I did in that space of time into valuable lessons. I also have a notepad with me. Most people don't carry a script, but honestly, if I show you the script, it makes no difference to me. So the topic of this reflection is going to be that sales and marketing is really the 20% that's going to bring the 80% of your business. And you're saying, Josh, what do you mean by that? Sales is the most important thing for any business. So it should really be the first skill that you should learn. But what if you don't know how to sell? What is selling? Selling is just asking people to buy your product. And if they say no, asking them, why not my product? And marketing is just letting people know about your product. I know things I first did is I went to farmers markets. I started posting content. I started cold emailing people. And I went to networking events. When you first start off in marketing, some people say just to try one channel. Some people say to try multiple channels. Personally, the thing I took is I tried multiple channels. Then I see which one works the best for me. And after a month or around a month or two, I found that it works better if I come in person and I introduce my business and I follow them on Instagram. Then when I post my content on Instagram, they can get to know me and my business more. So the ending would be more like try multiple channels or multiple streams of incomes, because the funny thing about sales and marketing is they work together really well. So let's say you cold call and you sell outside, or you go knock door to door. At first, the person isn't really going to know you. But if you also do content, it gives you the ability to build a relationship with the person. And that's really what I like about sales and marketing. You can try a whole bunch of things. One thing is going to work really well, but if you try multiple things, you're going to create like an acquisition system. What's an acquisition system? Acquisition system is just, you're going to create a system on how you get customers for your business. And you're going to get lots of experience doing different things. Another thing I did is I went to a community, a bookkeeping accountability group, and I saw what works for them. I'm a big lifelong component or follower of the principle copy and paste. I don't really like doing everything in work by myself. Entrepreneurship is already hard. I just like seeing what already works. And once I see something that already works, I just copy it and I just let it work for me. The second point is in person is really more effective than out of person when it comes to service-based businesses. Like, yes, you can cold call, that can work. You can post content, but a lot of service-based businesses comprise of trust. And it's easier to build that trust when you meet them in person and you have a conversation with the pain points of the business owner. And it's harder to really know who you're trying to serve unless you talk to them a lot in person. Of course, you can do it virtually. You can do it through the phone, but it's just something about that in-person introduction that makes the business owner goes like, hey, this is real, or makes your client goes like, hey, this is real. The next point I'm going to go into is marketing has a delayed effect. I know in my personal experience, I was thinking like, oh, let's make these sales now. And I wasn't really thinking, hey, let me follow up with these people. I did follow up a lot, but it's just because I wanted to check up on them and make sure and get more customer research. But just because the person says no today doesn't mean that they're going to say no forever. So don't be afraid to follow up every month, or don't be afraid to go on their Instagram and support their business and support their Instagram. Because you're just going to expand the people who know you inside your community. I know one of my first clients, it wasn't even somebody I sold. It was a friend of somebody that I tried to sell my services. And because I was so nice throughout the process and I supported their Instagram and what they were doing, people in the community is like, hey, I don't personally need your services, but this person may need your services. So try not to focus on just getting the sale. Try to focus on building the relationship with the community of your target customer, and that would bring you very far. That's what I noticed for myself. And one quick super reflection that I had is I was having a conversation with a friend, and he was like, hey Josh, why don't you get a job to go fund your business? And of course, me, I don't like working. I don't want a 9 to 5. So I thought he was crazy. But after thinking about it, I realized he was right. Sometimes in business, it's not time. Time doesn't get you money. If that was the case, everybody would be Jeff Bezos. It's skill that gets you money. So you don't have to go in and dive in headfirst into business and work 24/7. You could actually have another source of income to pay for mentoring and coaching to acquire the skills to grow your business. You can pay your way to success. And like, yes, I know it sounds like cheating, like, hey, I don't have any money right now. Where are you spending your money? Like, do you go out to eat? Do you have clothes? Because most communities only cost like $50 a month. Then you get access to 20, 30 people who are solving the same problem as you. I know a big component of my last video was making sure you get the price right, making sure you find the community so you can normalize the business that you're trying to create. And I feel like communities are a really big part of business, and relationships are a big part of business. So not only should you have a relationship with your niche and your target customer, you should also have a relationship with your competitors or your allies or mentors inside your business. And it doesn't matter what age they are. Normally, they could even be the same age as you or a little younger or a little older, because everybody knows something different. And you'll be surprised what you can solve once there are 5 to 10 people in the room solving your problem, is except of you just staring at your problem all day. At the end of the day, the skills pay the bills. And if the skills pay the bills, if you have time to invest in those skills and you have money to invest in those skills, you're going to beat your competition. And that's a personal reflection for myself. Keep in mind, when I'm talking, I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm just telling you what happened the past month and things I learned. So when you're inside the same situation or the same position, you can either take it or leave it. And another thing, don't feel bad if the workload of getting new clients knocks off your balance of marketing, because when I first started, literally 90% of my time was just focusing on marketing and sales and trying to get my product out there. So when I first got a couple clients and I had some workload, I literally couldn't handle selling and marketing at that capacity while dealing with the clients at the same time, and it end up burning out. So just watch out. Like, if you get like 2 to 3 customers and you end up slowing down in your service-based business, it depends on your business. It could be like 3 customers or it could be 50 customers. You're only one person. So you're going to end up burning out and slowing down. And the greatest thing I could tell you is to take rest. But if you're an entrepreneur, you're probably not going to take rest at all. So just drink water, try to eat, try to keep a schedule, and try to keep a checklist. Checklists are overpowered. And to encapsulate all of this video, sales and marketing is really the 20% that will give you 80% of the success in your business. And marketing has a delayed effect. So when you're going for the sale, try not to get the sale. Try to get the relationship with the customer and the community. And that's just me telling something to myself.